You do not have to wait till the end of the year to get your tax refunds. So let's start filling this form, which will reduce your tax on every paycheck. You might already have the T1213 form with you. If you don't have it, I have put the link in the description, so please download it before we start. Now, first of all, as we see, that request is to reduce the tax deduction at the source, and in this year you will have to enter the year where you want the tax to be reduced in your paycheck. So in this case, we'll be entering 2023 because this is the current year and I want to reduce the tax in my current year. Ideally, you would want to fill out this form before the end of the year so that you can get the information back from the CRA before the start of the next year, and you can take the advantage of it starting from January. Basically, fill out all your identification details here: your first name, your last name, your social insurance number, your current present address, your city, province, postal code, and your telephone numbers. You don't have business, don't enter it, just enter the residence. Employer information, so your company's information, your company's actual name, the contact person. If you don't have the contact person, just provide probably HR or something like that. Telephone number of your company, fax number may or may not be possible, so we'll skip that. Let's go to the main sections. Request to reduce the tax on. So how do you want to request the reduction of the tax? Do you want the tax to be reduced per paycheck, or do you want it to be reduced on lump sum amount? For example, at the end of the year you get a bonus and you want to actually reduce the amount on the bonus only, then you would say lump sum. But for most of the cases, you would want to select salary because you want to increase your paycheck by reducing the tax you pay every month. We'll go to the next one, which is your request for a reduction in tax because you work in a different province. Now, sometimes this may happen that you are working in Ontario, but your company is taxed in British Columbia, or probably the other way around. In whichever cases, let's say for example your tax region has lesser tax than the company's deduction, then in that case you would have to provide yes so that you get that tax gap back. If you don't have that, then just say no because I don't need it. If yes, then you'll have to provide the province that you worked in and skip to the certification section. So you don't have to do any of these and just basically provide the province name here and would go into the certification section directly, sign it, send it to them. They will manage it for you. The deduction from income and non-refundable tax credit. This section is specifically important for the people who wants to reduce their taxes on each paycheck. So let's start filling it up. Registered retirement savings plan. The most important information here is that if you are contributing every year to your RRSP and you know how much you are going to contribute, you do not have to wait till the end of the year to get your tax refunds. Start putting in the information. For example, let's say I'm going to contribute $10,000 on my own and I'm not including the part where my employer adds their part of the contribution. So I'm going to put $10,000 only. Let's say in this case, you'll have to provide the details of your payment arrangement. For example, if you have a monthly bill deduction which goes from your account to your RRSPs, then just provide the information about that. Do not include the contributions which pays on by your employer. As I said earlier, that reduces your yearly tax by $10,000 already. Look at that. Childcare expenses. Now, for those parents who are filling this form at the end of the year, T778, then provide that spreadsheet along with this to the CRA and provide your childcare expenses. My child goes to daycare and I pay $1,500 for that. Then I'm going to put $1,500 here. That reduces my taxable income again by $1,500. If you have support payments, then you would have to fill up this additional form called T1158. If you are providing the family support payments, then you would have to enter the information here. For example, I provide $1,000. This the name of the recipients for which you are providing the support payments would go here, and then have to provide their social insurance number. The employment expenses. Now in this case, if you have any employment expenses which you file at the end of the year, then you would have to enter that amount right now, right here, and you don't have to wait till the end of the year. So that goes here. Carrying charges and interest expenses on investment loans. If you have any interest loans, for example, you have taken your HELOC or home equity line of credit to make some investments on your home or to do some renovations, then that thing you are claiming at the end of the year. You don't have to wait for that till the end of the year. Just claim it right here in the T1213 form for every Canadians. Medical expenses. Now, if you have any medical expenses for which you are claiming at the end of the year, you can also use that here and reduce your taxes right on your paycheck. So I'll put 0 for now for me. Any donations. If you have any yearly donations which you are doing and you already have the the information about it. If it's like pre-authorized payments, then please put it here. That will also help you reduce your taxes. If you are filling out this T1223 form as a part of clergy residence, then you can enter that amount here as well and attach your T1223 form already so that you can take the benefit of it. Registered pension plan RPP buying back contributions. This is for the people who want to buy back their past service contributions, and if they are putting the amount here, then they can probably reduce that as a tax as well, because those are tax deductible. Also, for the people who have past service pension adjustment certification, they can also put that information here. Foreign tax credit. If you have any foreign businesses and if you already have some tax credit you would want to claim, then fill out this T2209 form and provide the calculations here so that you can reduce that as a part of your income as well. Any other expenses, whatever you are claiming at the end of the year, you do not have to technically wait till the end of the year. Instead, put that amount here, specify what it is for. For example, I moved for my job, or I have some education expenses. I would provide here and provide all the details, all the documents along with it when I send this form to CRA, and they will reduce my tax. For example, in this case, let's say my overall tax reduction is $12,500 and I do not want to subtract any rental income or self-employed income I have. But if you have any other income for which you have to pay tax at the end of the year, then you would have to enter here so that the CRA can make sure that they are giving you the right tax back. Let's say, for example, I make $1,000 as my self-employed income, then the overall tax waiver I would need additional to what they are charging is $11,500. All I have to do is sign it and basically provide the date of today. To do the signature, you can use Adobe Acrobat Reader to sign your document, or you can just print it out and sign it yourself. At the end of filing this form, make sure you have all the supporting documents along with your form. Mail it to the Sudbury Tax Center. The information is given here. You can also fax them, but I would still encourage you to mail them so that we know that they have received all the copies of your supporting documents along with your form and they're not missing anything. I hope that was helpful and will help you to reduce your tax on every paycheck. If you would want to learn about any other forms when it comes to CRA, please comment it down and I'll try to make a video for that. We'll catch you guys in the next one.